Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was Iran's supreme leader from 1989 until his assassination on February 28 in a joint Israeli-American strike. He was 86 years old and had been the central authority in Iran's political and religious system for nearly 4 decades. Born in 1939 in the holy city of Mashhad, Khamenei grew up in a clerical family during the rule of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. Like many in Iran's religious establishment, he was influenced by the 1953 coup against Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh, carried out with the backing of the CIA and MI6, which deepened opposition to the Shah. From the early 1960s, Khamenei became active in protests led by Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini against the monarchy. He was arrested multiple times by the Shah's secret police, Savak, and imprisoned for his political activities. According to official accounts, he was jailed 6 times and subjected to torture, including an 8-month period of detention in 1974. After the 1979 Islamic Revolution and Khomeini's return from exile, Khamenei rose quickly within the new Islamic Republic. He served as Deputy Defense Minister and became Tehran's Imam of Friday prayers, a position he retained for the rest of his life. In June 1981, he survived an assassination attempt when a bomb hidden in a tape recorder exploded at a mosque in Tehran, paralyzing his right arm and damaging his hearing. Later that year, he was elected President of Iran. When Ayatollah Khomeini died in 1989, Iran's system of Vilayat-e-Faqih, or guardianship of the jurist, faced a succession challenge. Senior clerics selected Khamenei as the new supreme leader, despite his initial remarks that he did not consider himself worthy of the position. As supreme leader, Khamenei held ultimate authority over the armed forces, the judiciary, state broadcasting, and key political decisions. He oversaw Iran during the post-Iran-Iraq war reconstruction period, rising tensions with the West, and repeated rounds of sanctions. Under his leadership, the Revolutionary Guard expanded its political, military, and economic influence. Khamenei's tenure included periods of internal political strain. In 1997, reformist President Mohammad Khatami was elected on a platform of change, but protests that followed were suppressed by security forces aligned with the leadership. In 2009, disputed presidential elections triggered the Green Movement protests, which were also met with a crackdown after Khamenei endorsed the declared victory of Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Despite regularly criticizing the United States as the Great Satan, Khamenei authorized nuclear negotiations after Hassan Rouhani became president in 2013. The 2015 nuclear agreement with world powers aimed to ease sanctions, but the deal collapsed in 2018 when President Donald Trump withdrew the United States and reinstated sanctions. Ever since, the economic crisis at home has worsened, along with tightening repression, which triggered frequent uprisings. It became a perilous cycle for Iranians. And then Israel, after the October 7, 2023 Hamas attack, turned against the Iran-backed network in West Asia, which acted as Tehran's forward defense and its deterrence. Khamenei watched helplessly when Israel destroyed Gaza, degraded Hezbollah, and bombed the regime of Bashar al-Assad in Syria, which eventually collapsed. It was only a matter of time before the Israelis came for Iran, and they did so on June 13, 2025. Iran's retaliatory strike against Israel on the night of June 13 was a bold display of force, a message that the Islamic Republic still had the firepower to hit the little Satan. But the conflict was far from over. It also exposed Iran's vulnerable defense, and it had no allies who could come to its defense. Russia was preoccupied with Ukraine, and China was reluctant to get involved in others' conflicts. The axis remained weak. Iran survived the 12-day war, but 8 months later, the US and Israel launched another war, this time regime change being their key objectives. The assassination of the leader, who stayed at the center of Iran's state and politics for nearly 4 decades, would create a huge vacuum. Khamenei was once described by a reformist politician as the sun of the Iranian solar system. The U.S. Israel combine has taken out the sun. Trump and Netanyahu hope that the system would collapse. Iran signals that it won't go down without a fight. West Asia faces perhaps one of its most dangerous moments in modern history.